I'm going to show you a slightly different method of putting the rails onto the legs. The first method I'll show you was where the rail goes right to the top of the leg and sits flush. That means that the tabletop actually sits on top of the rail and also on top of the leg. This one I'm going to show you what we're going to do is bring the rail down so that it gives you a different look. And also you could actually do it further down so that you could actually have a shelf sitting on top of that rail and then the tabletop sitting on top. What I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to measure down from the top 200 millimeters and then use the square to mark a line around at that 200 millimeters. Now remember we said that the rail for this one happens to be 65 millimeters wide, so I need to make sure that I don't draw a mark using the marking gauge more than 65 millimeters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the dowel 30 millimeters apart. So I've actually measured a line now 30 millimeters down from the top one. So 30 millimeters from that top line down to my next line. I'm going to mark a line around. Now what I'm going to do is get the marking gauge and I'm going to mark a line between those two. I'm just going to check that it's in the middle, and it is. Now what I'm going to do is mark a line between those two lines, the one at 200 millimeters and the one at 30 millimeters further down. I'll mark my line in. Now on the end rail for this one, what I'm going to do is get my face side, face edge mark, because that's at the top where I want it good. Now remember this one had a mark on it. So what I'm going to do now is with my face edge mark at the top, I'm going to score a line down the middle here, and then from the top what I'm going to do is measure down 20 millimeters from the top, and then I'm going to measure down another 30 millimeters. So now I have two lines, one 20 millimeters from the top and then another one 30 millimeters down. Now I'm going to do that on all four rails, making sure that my face edge mark and face side mark are at the top. Now they should line up perfectly when I drill the holes with my rails, and the good side, the face edge, is at the top.